Hey guys! Sorry about that. Just had to do the last configuration. So, I couldn't stream yesterday, even though I said I would. But I kind of felt ill with something, so it kind of didn't happen. And I do apologize about that. But anyway, we are here. We are back. Hello, everybody. I am Millennial Echo, and we're back with... with more Beacon Pines. And we kind of left on a bit of a cliffhanger. I really wanted to continue it yesterday, but of course couldn't. And you know, things like that happen. But hey, we're back, we're here, and it seems like it's all going well. There's no issue with frame dropping, which is nice. Pretty solid. Okay. That was my main concern. But yeah, let's keep going.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Oh my gosh, it was muted? Oh, fudge. Okay, you know what I'm doing? Oh gosh. Oh. Okay, you know what I'm doing? I am going back to... where is it? This. Going back because gosh darn it.
Himself up and decided to take the... He squinted down the barrel.
Okay, we can skip this part. I am redoing this part because I am so miffed.
He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Because I thought this entire time it was working, but it was not. I'm glad it was just the mic, though. Thank you for mentioning that. I'm so sorry. Whoa, I can't believe that worked. Okay, yeah, we read this before. Bye, Kerr. See ya, jerks. Bye-bye. Again. And so nowhere. No, I would have been so mad if I realized if I recorded this whole thing and I discovered I was on mute. That would have, I would have been so miffed. Oh, hello, Panda Girl. Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. Welcome to the raid. Welcome to the stream. My name's Millennial Echo. We just had a scuff moment for a second. My mic was on mute. So we're redoing a bit. We're doing some tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket.
And this is where I started, kinda. It was on chapter 5, so we're pretty much
The branches
there.
clawed at them. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the... That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled. In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5.
Okay, now I'm gonna start again. Hi, everyone. Millennial Echo here, playing more Beacon Pines. Had a moment where I screwed up. So I'm gonna be cutting all this out when I post this on YouTube. Or cutting out that whole bit at the beginning because I'm so miffed at myself. But hey, at least it was caught. At least it was caught and it was maybe the first 5 minutes in, so it's all good. All good. We're all good. We're on chapter 5. We managed to save Iggy this time, and things are happening. It is confusing. I'm still bewildered, so my bewilderness will continue on while reading.
Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath.
I'm glad you enjoyed that, Panda Girl. I'm just glad I caught it. Well, I'm just glad it was caught because I would have been so mad. Oh my gosh. Not the first time I've done a recording and I realized I didn't unmute my mic. It is probably the worst feeling ever. But how's your night? How are you guys doing? You guys doing good? Gives me a second to take a drink. Hope your night is going well.
The sky was like sapphire.
And that is a really, really pretty way to describe the sky. The sky was like sapphire. That's really pretty.
With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
Yeah, okay, so... Oh, that was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. Oh, one sec. Pardon me. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland? I mean, apt question. All I know is, there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. I'm doing well. I'm doing a lot better than I was yesterday. It was kind of strange because I was taken out to dinner as a belated birthday gift by my friends, came back, planned to stream, but then suddenly just not felt well. I don't know what it was, but it's out of my system now. I'm feeling much, much better. Happy to do more streams. Happy to continue this, and I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. Find a way home. And, this looks very familiar. This looks like where, like, his house should be. Which is weird. And then there's this thing.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. 2 faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. It's a tube. It's a tube to somewhere underneath. Gotta be. Also, up here. Luca? Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo Kerr. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those woods. And Gage, you were right. You mentioned about Kerr before last time that he was sus, that you didn't trust him. I'm like, I thought he was kind of neat at first. I'm like, but part of me was just like, I hope you're not a bad guy. And of course, he is. So I'm kind of upset with that. But we'll see how it all goes.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. Maybe the plot twists have plot twists? Probably. Knowing this game and the amount of branching paths are here? Definitely. There's gonna be plot twists within plot twists. Also, in a weird way, I still kind of ship Kerr with the mayor. Don't ask me why, but I do. It's weird. I just, they have an interesting dynamic, and they kind of seem to like each other in that regard, at least from what I can recall from like the past stream. If it turns out to be true, which will be that'd be kind of nice. He speaks, the man of the hour, young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
Oh, Pandagiri, I am so sorry. I read it as Panda Girl. Pandagiri, I'm so sorry. Oh, goodness. Oh, duh, it's an I at the end. I'm so sorry, Pandagiri. I hope you're having a good night, though, regardless. Thank you so much for joining in on this stream. Oh. We gotta keep moving. But we can't go this way. And does it? It's almost an ongoing joke. Okay. Aw. Thank you, Pandagiri. That's very sweet. What's the readout? Sitting just above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh. Still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. The hell is happening? Also, that looks like our sign, like the beacon sign, doesn't it? Looks like beacon. I blame Twitch. I wish they'd use a different default font. Had more letter differences. Yeah. To be fair, yeah, when I'm looking at it, when I'm not like looking at it closely from a distance, the I at the end looks like an L. It would be kind of nice if they offered the differences, but I can also see people using that as like in a way to abuse the system, which would suck, honestly, for everybody. But if they could maybe just like alter it just a tiny bit, that would be nice. What's all this? Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. Yeah, no duh, you should recognize it. It looks exactly like your town sign. I can almost make out letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weepwood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1. Snow's gotta go. And I do like Iggy. I actually kind of like him now. He's still a jerk, but he seems pretty reasonable here. I'll see what I can do. Yes, thank you, Cage. Thank you, Cage, for telling me. I would have felt so bad for messing that up for so long. And there's the sign.
Boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
Oh no, don't worry about it, Pandagiri. It's okay. Like, when I mean feel bad, it was just because, like, I messed up saying your name. But it's like that with anyone when I first read their names on Twitch. I don't know how to really read some of their names. So I always like try and say it and ask if I'm, one, saying it correctly, and two, if they want me to just call them by like a nickname or something. And people read it wrong. And it's Twitch's fault? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you could look at it as it being Twitch's fault. This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? My guess, weird time loop shenanigan thing. I guess we got turned around. Where did all the snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this... Yeah, let me reread that. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We gotta get you some... We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Okay, well, we can't go that way because that's the way we came, so this way. People just call me Geary because there's a ton of panda people. Oh, okay. Panda people. I mean, it kind of fits considering the game I'm playing. Okay, I'll call you Geary if that's what you'd like. again. Going from warm to cold, warm to cold. Also, if you want to see any of my past streams, Geary, they're posted up onto YouTube. I have a little thing set up for that, so if you want to go check those out, feel free. Okay. And this is kind of where we were at, sort of. This stuff look familiar to you? It looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into, yeah.
The fencing glistened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Interesting. Looks like the stuff they put up around Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. Pitch didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim, run. You'll be hard-pressed to top me going live with Subnautica and my game being marked Pokemon Fire Red. Oh no. Yeah. I had some confused people. Oh no, that's awful. Well, at least someone told you, right? They did. Okay, good. I'm glad they didn't leave you hanging like that. Oh wow, we can just go right across it. Do we slide? No, we don't. Okay. But I didn't... Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't live that down either for a while.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Yeah, it looks like Perennial Harvest isn't even here. It's just another building. Everyone's gone. What? There's no one here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. This town is destroyed. And everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Damn. Okay, so this is kind of pretty much where we left off. There's a little bit ahead and where they huddled for warmth where I paused it. And I'm like, okay, now I want to redo it because I was really pissed at myself for that. But I'm still so confused as to what's going on. And I feel really bad for Iggy. Yeah, it is a normal reaction. I think, like, when you see your whole entire town, just a sudden frozen hellscape, and everybody you knew and loved is just not there, and you're being hunted down by these people in hazmat suits, of course you're just gonna be like, nope, I'm done. I quit. I'm out. Bye. But I also get where Luke is coming from too. Like, they're both in the equal amount of, like, what one person or another would react to. Iggy, it's gonna be okay. Like, he's more like
peered upward at the darkening sky.
Like, Luke is obviously more optimistic, and Iggy, of course, is more nihilistic. But those are common reactions to either one of the situation.
He let out a long, foggy breath. faintly, Iggy began to cry.
Oh,
Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
yeah. It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's rest. Let's just rest for a bit. Maybe go inside a building? You know? You have better chance of retaining your heat by doing that than sitting outside in the snow.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
I mean, I can't blame either of that kind of response either. The way the snow covered everything over. It's kind of calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sort of rose up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. Bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. Hey! Growth! Iggy's not a total brat. I like that. Oh my god, I like this. This writing is so good. What the hell? You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Okay, maybe not character growth. Let's see where this goes. We'll let him cook. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez. You goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights?
Iggy shrugged.
It's something to do. Wait, so you do this out of boredom? Dude. There's better ways to go about it, man. You're an asshole because you're bored? Thank you. Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. Always say, pardon my crud wording, assholes are some of the best characters because they have the most room for character growth. True. Yeah, that's true. Well, some of them, they don't change. But that depends on who's on the writing and the writer themselves. But there can be those who are assholes who do change. To mention my own writing, in my Mansion and Doll story, I have this one character by the name of Robert. He is the main character's ex-boyfriend. He cheated on her and all that kind of stuff. But before the two of them, and it was mentioned quite a bit, but before the two of them ever ended up in a romantic relationship, they were friends and they were pretty down to earth. And at some point within the story, you see that aspect back of like kind of like their friendship, or at least what it was in some regard before all of that. And a lot of people actually kind of, from what I can remember, a couple of people really did like that. They still hated him. They still hated Robert, but they liked kind of how they bounced off each other, which was kind of what I was aiming for. And it makes me wonder just with Iggy, because he's a bully. and he's small, and he's always so aggressive and angry, and like he said, he got into fights because he was bored. But it makes me wonder if that is something stemming from his home life. You and Rolo are always having a blast together, laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Aww. Perfect little Luca Von Horn. With his perfect little life. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. Aww. Oh, oh no. This is gonna make me cry. Oh no. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I mean, yeah, she's not. All she says is yup. I get that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh. Must be raining out here. It's a terrible day. It's a terrible day for rain. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
We should probably try to get some sleep. Not in the snow, you silly kids. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. Oh, no. Oh, no, Iggy. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this wasn't half bad. Oh, God, okay. Oh,
The
no.
house smelled of warm bread.
The music's back. We're back in the nightmare.
Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug.
Is it Dad or is it Mom now?
He looked up to see his parents on the couch.
Oh, it's both of them.
His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?"
Oh no, is it like the alternate version of him? Because in the last quote-unquote dream that he had with his dad, we saw, air quotes, read about an older version of Luca. And he was cynical and just very calloused. So I'm wondering if this is his dad, if this is his older self too.
Luca turned to see his own face.
Yep, we're going down this route, okay.
The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes.
Damn.
Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
Oh God.
The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed.
Oh, God.
Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this.
Oh no, okay. So Sharper or Valentine. Oh. What if the accident at the Foul Harvest wasn't an accident? Oh no.
Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on?
Okay, I'm giving props to the narrator. She's able to fluctuate different tones of voice throughout this whole thing, and how she's able to sound like a young version of Luca is really good. Dang it. This is so good.
Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in.
And of course, he never was.
Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Oh.
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off me.
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you.
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, garfy-necked furball. Nice, Iggy. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Gosh darn it. Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait. Do you live here? You might say that. So, you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal. We just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Of course he would. Iggy! Iggy, no, come back. Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Oh, Nat's a guy. Okay, I wouldn't have known. I'm sorry. Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold.
Cute animal people make it hard to tell, especially when they don't have exaggerated features and or are children. Yeah. And plus, this isn't even really voiced, and the sound bites for Nat kind of sounded female, so I assumed female, but I mean, one, I should never try to assume, but I mean, it's kind of like you would, kind of as like an instinct, you would kind of assume. Yeah, sorry, Nat, didn't know you were male, my bad.
Until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place.
Of course.
Cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood? Or we teleported to some alternate universe. Hey! The things I was questioning before. Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. Oh. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, so there's two Beacon Pines. This one completely covered in snow, and another one. What? How? Find a way home. But how is that even possible? Hi, Squeegee! You joined right in the confusion. You both grew up here. But the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. What? Yeah, I mean, at the start of the stream, things were a little messed. My mic was muted, so I had to restart. So, yeah. They were all paid actors. Oh no! A remarkable achievement for an engineering by far. So, what, are we like clones then? But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Yes, the muted mic. I mean, I was probably only in like maybe 5 minutes in with my mic muted, but there you go. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That explains why our house isn't where our house should be. And why that archway leads to just a barren spot instead of like the tree with the grave. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so. Unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Dang, this got deep real quick. Oh, this isn't even narrated. Okay. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. Okay. Remember in the last stream we had a thing where they were all moved to a hotel and they stayed there for weeks? Man, this is getting all sci-fi. I love this. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered.
The truth? The source. Oh, even better. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
I mean, I probably would. It's all ridiculous. Dun dun dun. There's no way they could...
He looked down at his feet. His eyes darted back and forth in contemplation.
Oh, he's kind of putting it together.
With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance.
Oh, his house.
As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood. Thank you. Thank you, Nat. Bye.
Chapter 6.
We always seem to get stuck on chapter 6 or thereabouts. So I'm interested to see where this is gonna go. Another dead end?
The source.
Oh god, okay.
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived.
Okay, bye Nat, thank you.
He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more.
Dang.
As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to Perennial Harvest.
Yeah, I kept calling it by different names because I could never pronounce Perennial. Ugh, I'm so mad. It took me forever. There's so long to figure that out.
But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know.
His house. His dad? Or his house?
Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow.
Oh, is that his grave? Oh
His
no.
numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time. I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here. Alone. In the snow. Dad. I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad. What do I do?
There was no reply. Just snow-covered silence.
Dang. Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Uh-oh. Quick, hide behind the tombstone. We gotta hide. Or in a bush. There you go. 259K. Ball off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is overrated. Oh, Jesus, dude.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey. Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. He's just jiving! What a weirdo. That was funny. But who are they? Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on our graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some advice.
Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Oh, Jesus. Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like a pushover? Like some pushover? Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn. You're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass? I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Ah! Slow clap for Iggy. Ah! Growth. I like Iggy now. Her and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Yes, hype. Go for the hype. Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? Oh, are we gonna go and mess some stuff up? Please tell me we're gonna go mess some stuff up. That'd be great. What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. Hey. Good idea, actually. Let's just hope it doesn't freeze us over. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. My thought still applies with the whole freezing over bit. And if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Aw. Let's do this. Locate the source. We'll locate the source! I think I know where we have to start. Oh. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you? Dude, I thought you were cool at first, and then this happened. No, I don't know what to think anymore.
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Yeah. Well, do I? Aw, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. My thoughts exactly. Okay, I think we have to go there, but I kind of want to check, see if we can go back to the town. Can we? Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
Hi, Mocha. What's that? I can see the future apparently with that line. What's that? Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Oh! Was it a 5-finger discount? Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So why did you bury it under the tree? That's a long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop. The flaming chicken coop incident was him! And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you didn't. Arson, yes.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary reaction. I mean, that's one way to put it. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces. Rolo got grounded for months. Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried him under that tree. But when I came back for him later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found him and tossed him.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out, it wasn't fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. Okay, I wanna... Oh. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who's in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Atomic Hank myself. The Hank Atomic, I can't read. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast-off, loser. Okay, so that's where I have to go. I want to go the wrong way. Oh, no, 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 no. That is the right way. I don't know why I sang that, but there you go. Wait. Okay, no. We can't do anything with that. I think we gotta toss it down that hole. Town hall. Crooked. Just like this whole stinking place. Gonna look for a while to find food and such. I'm invested though, so I'll still somewhat be here. Okay. Have a good lurk, Cage. Thank you so much for the raid. Have a good night. Gonna look around before interacting with that hole if I can. Can we go in? Can't go in. Are there things we can deal with? No? No? This way? Just what in the world happened?
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Echo. Hey, that's my name. Sorry. Okay, I think my cat wants to leave. Hold on. Wanna leave? Here you go. Echo, that's you! Yes, that's me! Clearly I can see the future. I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. But why they dig a giant hole? Anna, are you get to the center of the world? I think this is it. Locate the source. Yeah, this is probably the source. This is the source? It's a dang hole. How do we smash a hole? You toss your fireworks down it. Oh, there's Kerr. Hi. Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr. Where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, at least. Drat, it's cold. Look at his face. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
Please don't try to Sparta kick one of us down. That would suck. It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. Do you have a doozy of an answer? Because I'm up for it. This is the source, where they collected the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
You don't even know what they did, do you? Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain. God, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Ugh. You're just a lackey, aren't you? Realistically, you're just a lackey. You have no idea what's going on. You're worse off than us. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. There you go. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh heavens, no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us. You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
Oh, that's a creepy smile. It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. Sorry. I can't believe I read that straight. I'm bursting into laughter. Yay! I'm proud of that. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime, and you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Dude, we're 12. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change. Oh, Lord. Oh, great. Biscuits. Well, there, that's better. Oh God, his hair even changed. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Toss it down the hole, toss it down the hole, toss it down the hole! Why are you smirking? Because I've got a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? God damn it, the wording. The wording of that, Jesus. Nothing. Nothing at all. He's lying. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. Bup. That's as far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Yeah, you're saying nothing. Well, guess what then? I'ma drop it. Stop, you fool. Call off your goons. I like Iggy.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Iggy, you little shit! I love you. Bye-bye. Wee. Ooh. Oh, his face! It's like, oh, shit! We're all gonna die. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Oh, come on. Hold on to him.
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. What channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us back up and snag us both. The only way to get you out of this, is if Kerr's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. Dang. Iggy with the self-sacrifice. Wasn't expecting that at all. Weight of the world on their shoulders right now. Yeah. I was not expecting this turn of events. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. But why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life! I'll have you know I can still play 25. So he's older than 25. Got it. You still have You still have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Uh-oh. I'm not doing that. Nope. Wow. Can you believe this guy?
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
No! Iggy, you're cool now. No, don't let go. Come on, please. You aren't gonna kill your friend like this, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
Everybody has tears in their eyes, God. I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah. I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. If your only way out of this mess, two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Oh no, no, I don't like this. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna cry. Refuse, accept. Are you? Shit. What do I do? I hate this. 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 I don't want to accept it. I don't want to accept it. Fuck. Part of me wants to refuse. Yes, Cage, you go. What? Be real. I see both decisions leading to a loss, and you'll get a new branch later from something else unlocking a new action. Long shot. Yeah. I feel like either or is not going to be good. Okay, I think accept is like the worst one. I feel... No, maybe accept is probably the better one because we're letting go and letting Iggy take Kerr with him to do whatever. But I also feel like that's gonna quote-unquote bring both. I mean, I'm gonna do both either or. It doesn't... but it's the first one is always gonna be the hardest. And I want to... Deep in my heart, I just want to say refuse. So I'm a refuse. Will it get us killed? Probably. But I'm still gonna do it.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now.
The hell, dude? Also, the fact that they caught her the narrator snapping her fingers. Damn.
A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair.
God damn it.
Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away.
The founder.
A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
Okay, yeah.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Yeah. Okay. I still hate this. I still hate this so much.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request.
Oh, God.
With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void.
The writing in this. That's kind of anticlimactic. I know. I know. But again, given the game, how this game is, I mean, of course, there's probably a whole bunch of people out there who would probably choose the accept one first. But in my heart of hearts, I probably wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to see Iggy die, really. But we also got some information about the founder, and of course, the founder is probably sharper. At least that is my assumption. I could be completely wrong, but we will find out. Of course. Everything went dark and you die. Yeah, true. Yeah. Oh yeah. True enough, you die anyway.
As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. Damn.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
All the fireworks. Sad fireworks, yeah. Slay the Princess also has abrupt ends, but it was by design for reasons I shown. Yeah, I want to play Slay the Princess. That's a game I would like to do as well. Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Oh God. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before a perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what's happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempus liquamine is a peculiar substance. Liquamine? I hope I'm saying that right. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. What? But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
And the narrator, yes we do, goddamn. It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn. You are going to save the world. Excuse
With
me?
a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west.
Huh? I'm a what now?
Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow.
Huh?
Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in
What? Hey, wait a minute.
Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
What the fuck?
Revenge served cold.
What the fuck?
Second time's a charm?
Huh? What?
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good?
Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. Been hesitating to bring it up before, but this game has given me vibes of a game I played a long time ago where the main character could access his memories and alternate timelines. And you needed to get the bad endings to get the information to get the right ending. Oh.
I was even starting to like Iggy.
Yeah! I like Iggy now. What the hell?
No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels.
Oh my god.
Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Oh wow, oh cool. I love the art in this. The art is so neat. Oh, it's a whole thing. CDC, shame. Done that one. Ooh, this one we haven't done yet. Okay. I feel like the shame one is gonna lead to something too.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
Isn't it supposed to be bad cop? But you know what? I'll let it slide.
Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Oh god. Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver.
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance.
Yeah.
Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face.
Is he asleep? Okay, no, he's
Tolliver
not.
groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
Smart. I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
Hey, Rollo could be an actor. We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say, I never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall.
Good on you, Rollo. He rolls with the punches.
He slammed the table again.
Now dance. What? I don't even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. So you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was
Oops.
in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, huh? Blow up the festival? Good lord.
He shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No. You've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Hey! We know what the source is now. Dang. Oh shoot, she's headed... Oh no. No, that's not good. The source. What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Ah, of course the adults would know. They would know that something is off immediately. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Well, we got some information.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we'd better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is a bunch of fluff for glory. Blah, blah, blah. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about the source thing, Kato could help us. Let's go get some answers. Hold on, before we go talk to Kato, the ever-knowing penguin. I can't talk to him. Okay, fine. To the ever-knowing penguin. Hello. This is a dang nice library. Thanks. We work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Oh god. Beck. Adorable. Yes, Kato is adorable. So is Dawn. All the characters are cute in this. Oh, okay, the kid characters are cute in this. Some of the adults too. Kerr, no. Oh, Kato. Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a seat, a set of keys. Just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet, and I get access to all the books I can read. Hey, you know what? Fair play. Legit, if I could, as a kid, get like a job as a librarian, I would feel like so happy about that. Now you need like degrees and stuff to be a librarian, which is silly. It's books. Back in the day, you just went and got a job as a librarian, you learned on the way, but now you need like big degrees for it. It's crazy. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you, Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sort of don't know. What do you got on history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was first founded. Great, we'll start there. Hey.
Chapter 8.
We're in Chapter 8, guys! Holy crap!
6 feet under, 3 towns over.
Oh, dang.
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst.
I mean, yeah, that would be very hard to think like, oh my god, my grandma's gonna do something awful. Sorry, and I'm just munching on something real quick.
But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life till he read too much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And you won't be it won't be boring country records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a country record. Oh, you're a county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like...
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit? J. Hartford. Oh, he was... Okay. Yeah, I remember. He was a patient that Luca's dad was looking at. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. I'm thinking of something else. Bouncing around a lot here. I'm gonna get all jumbled. I'm glad this game is making sure I don't get jumbled. That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. I did kind of question if our grandma was our grandma. Well, this is cementing it now. Is she really our grandma? If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Oh my god, this game. Why is this game so good? Alright, gang. I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Ah, crap. Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something. I mean, fair. What are you gonna do about the unconscious guy in your basement?
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house.
But I am so questioning about the whole grandma
If he
situation.
was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Grandma's here.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely.
She seems to be asleep. I think we're okay.
She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Tolliver in the basement. Okay, should I go close? Can I go close? Do I dare? I'm a dare. Grandma. You sleep? Yes. Okay. Why am I whispering? I don't know. But I hope you guys can hear me. He's gone. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace?
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
You should probably eat something. Oh yeah, I can figure this out. I just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars,
Uh-oh.
unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Now I can think. So if... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, she doesn't like Nuncreed. What if, and I mean this in the, like, a very hypothetical what if, because we know Nuncreed is, like, sus all on his own after what happened in one of the bad ending routes that we were in. What if either one, she's drugging it, or two, it's poison. Mrs. Lovett, oh god, no, no, you leave Sweeney Todd out of this. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. It's Nuncreed. Oh no. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act like nothing's wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Go to sleep. I mean, that's kind of a valid thing. But before we leave, can I go back? Oh, I can. Ooh, it's nice at night. Pretty. Grandma's gone. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
We were drugged, I was right.
His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
I'm sorry. The animation for that. God damn it.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The charm? I mean, he technically did go to sleep, but probably not in the way he expected, I think. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Your jam, clearly. Rest now, and let me handle everything.
Chapter 9.
Oh my gosh, we're so far. What the heck?
A speech to end all speeches.
Oh, Christmas. Okay. That's gonna go so well.
Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
To be fair, she didn't drug you. You ate the jam that was meant for him. Different. Also, I'm sorry, I'm just munching on a little tiny cheesecake. Oh, wow. The bean on top was shaped like a coffee bean, but it's actually chocolate. That's really good. Note to self, get more of these.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
There you go.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival! How woozy are you? You good? You seem good. Okay. Still locked. Still locked. Okay. Wait. I can't interact with that. All right. And how much power did it take to move this entire house? Oh, wait. Yeah, so our dad isn't actually buried here. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa. Sly devil. A new one. Yay. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. He is the danger. He is the danger. Who are you kidding? Have you found anything? We looked around, but we haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Ahem. Is this thing? Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Aw, I like him. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. I bet it's all his fault. Even that's more than the old cougar deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Oh my god. Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Aw. Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Oh, heck, I didn't prepare anything. Liar. But I suppose I could say a few words. Okay, here we go. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
We're gonna be here forever. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dang gum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all here together. Today. Why can't I read? It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would have changed my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Oh, God. For a second, from the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place had held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Oh, God. Can I leave? I'd rather go to the library. I don't want to be here. Can I go, please? I'm not even a part of this crowd and I want to go. Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip.
Someone shoot me.
The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
You sure it's not boredom? Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you than... can't read. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is that community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Sure, buddy. Change is a choice. And I am tickled pink that we will be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. That wasn't thunder. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Oh, for crying out loud. Through all my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. Oh, boy. That's karma. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so, it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim...
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
Foreshadowing, in a sense. Our harvest awaits, and everyone's dead.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
Damn.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end.
Considering the last thing with Eggy, yeah, I'm...
On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
Damn. Everything goes dark and you die. Yep.
The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything!
Narrator, I feel you. I feel you so much. Goodness.
Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
You are the book.
No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Oh, sly, break, struggle, but what about shame? Okay, so anything else besides that? No, it's just that one. So everything else is the same. Okay. Sly. Here we go.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Oh, cool. It's like everyone gets their own version. That's neat. I like that because the chill one was Luca, the hard one was Rollo, and of course, Beck is Sly.
With
Like
a
Sly
few
Cooper.
crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're the Modwell girl. Please, call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran.
Dang, that was quick.
This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? Well, better to avoid prying eyes. What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who'd suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So, it turns out we're both here
Beck
to
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing but, if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we were going to destroy the source. Oh. I mean, yeah, I kind of figured it was something like that, considering we had the ice happen, and then it happened and then we were the ones who, quote unquote, destroyed the source, or put it on ice, so to speak, with Iggy. And then it happened again at the Harvest Festival itself, but it kind of did a lot of damage. You know, everyone dying and stuff, stuck in ice forever. Well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There is one more loose end I'll work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day, I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in the Perennial Harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password. but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. We have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go to work on that. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Holy crap. You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver had a candy shelf. But all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
I would too. The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. And any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Ooh, it's an anagram. Nun Creed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
How? Rollo, that's incredible. Well, it's either that or Creden's Nun rug store. Oh my god. Yeah, I think you're right with the first one. How'd you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Okay. Creepy Nun Creed, here we come. Hey. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Dots. Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late for his own funeral. Where'd he go? Wait a minute. Where'd he go? Unless... Okay, fine. We're going in Uncreeds, I know. Okay, fine. Jesus, I just wanted to know where Tolliver went. Can we go this way? No, we can't. Can we look cool again? Hold on. Like touring around for nose pretty is actually a pretty funny concept. Well, considering, yeah. I bet you it's for this. I bet you it's for that. Oh. You're late, Augustus. I'm sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh. What do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. You have a crush on Kerr. That was obvious. But, no, I don't think so. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are. with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me. This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris. He isn't coming back. Oh, her name is actually Eris. Wow. That is some ego on the dad. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered us help. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
I mean, she makes a fair point. We have a new choice to make. We have a new choice to make, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus. But you will always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. Book lady. Tell me your secrets. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. Okay, yeah, okay, Rollo. Jesus. Hold on. Same thing? Yeah, okay. To Nun Creed. Leap of faith. Oh, hey! Solomon!
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, good on you, bud. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Dang. Kid likes his licorice. Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we may not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never done me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. But whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Yeah. Oh, thank you for reading everything out. It really helps as someone who absorbs through audio much better than the next. Yeah, no problem. I mean, like, when it's a word I'm not 100% sure, it's just sounding it out helps. I mean, it took me a long time to figure out perennial, and I just went to Google Translate, typed it in, and listened to the audio, so I'm like, what is this word? Why can't I say you? And that works out too. Oh yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. I got some real funny ones. I know, English is weird. There are many ways to earn lottery. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. For you, it's candy. Got it. Well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Door's locked. Speaking like the Candy Mafia. Phone booth of doom. Back to the phone booth of doom. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? You got shoved in it once. Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Creed Nudes Rug Star. I mean, Underground Secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Please don't make me type it.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Oh, that sounded like a bleep of good sounds, I think. It sounds like that did something. Great. Now what? I guess we... Yeah?
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
Well, dang, okay. I knew it. You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes underneath the phone booth? Dots. Of course I did. Thanks, Rolo. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the transdimensional conducts from Hank Atomic issue 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Well, before that, can I check this thing? No? Oh, hey! Hey! The suit has a broken mask. Yeah, 'cause you broke it. So have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed, talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. No, it's a fair assumption. Especially considering... Where am I in this, actually? We're still on Sly. Nothing has changed. Okay. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to that old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. Yeah. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point where they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies to this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. That's ominous, Rolo. Don't say that, please. Please, please. I don't want to die again. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough at Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Was about to say, that's oddly ominous. Yeah, the way with this writing, the way this is all written out, it's so masterful, but you can tell there's always going to be like the ominous thing, and you're not sure if that's like the ominous thing that's going to get you killed, or it's just something for the future. It could be either or, and it makes me so gosh darn worried, honestly. Is this a threat or something to remember? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh god. You're gonna get sucked in. Rollo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. Oh god. What was that? Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Shit. I thought so. Shit. Awesome. Of course. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Yeah, last time you shoved me into the frickin' thing and I died. Supposedly. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground's secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. Who's they who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound like him. Who? Walt. Oh, are we gonna finally get some answers with this? Because I made the assumption, because I had a theory in my head, and I did say it out loud, that, oh, thing fell, that Luca's dad went to confront Strider, whatever, lead Valentine guy, and caused whatever happened, caused not only his dad's death, the founder's death, and also the foul harvest. I'm kind of still sticking with that until I see otherwise. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality. Complications. Life. Wow, that hits. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. He says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself, now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and
He
gone.
shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Damn. Damn. This is so heavy. The writing in this is so good. What the hell? Why, this is amazing. Gosh darn it. It goes, yes, it goes so hard. Oh my god. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
Uh-oh. I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know. My Gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival. Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. Honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man. Bad intentions.
Grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
Oh god, back to the scary portrait. Okay. You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
Oh shit! Yeah, right, of course, duh! That's basically where the other town is. There would have been a fountain there. Oh shit, okay. She knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could crystallize, I can't read. It could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. Bye! You need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. Whoa. Holy... Okay, so Nuncreed isn't a bad guy? I'm confused! That did not go how I expected. So... We're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Whee! You good? Yep. Geronimo! I love this town. Hasta la bye-bye!
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth.
Oh, God, okay.
Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark.
Oh, we're back.
Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments.
Dang.
Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee.
Of course.
Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view.
It's the tube!
A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
That was... intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Oh, God. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got any, on any of us. Didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? Freaking Rollo! This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow up something up here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Catch up to Nuncreed. Well, we're going this way. I can't dig up the grave. Oh, that's gonna break his heart. That's gonna break his heart all over again. Oh, God. I'm having flashbacks now with Iggy. I'm worried. Oh. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off some snow? No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Wow, this is so different. Whoa, Jesus. Can't look at the barrels. Okay, this is feeling really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed in all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of a town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. It's always aliens with you, Rollo. Rollo. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through some metallic wormholes back there. The final objective? Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen for their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. No response? Nothing? Okay. This way.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town
Whoa,
square,
okay.
they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
Oh God, okay.
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Catch up to Nuncreed. Oh God.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out.
Oh no.
She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over the torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your way just so happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Oh God, I choose. Okay.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions.
I mean, we found the obituary about Grandma. So, doesn't that mean she's also been living a lie?
The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Exactly, Mocha. It's confusing. Weep, hum. Hum seems weird. Hi, Mocha.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much.
Yeah, no kidding.
Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow.
Yeah, the hum finally comes up. I was like, what do you even use it for? We now know why.
Ren stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. And you can go back and watch some Cage. It's all good. Besides, I'll also have this post on YouTube, so it's okay. No need to feel like you're missing out a bunch. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
I mean, I kind of figured we were going to hit a bad end at some point, so I'm not surprised we're going to freeze.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph? I've learned one important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to.
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
I mean, we've seen this all before. Kinda. Yep. And we died.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever.
Damn.
And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire.
Yeah.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
I mean, we kind of figured before, too. I mean, there were hints about it, and I kind of assumed every single time it had something to do with something, and we figured out, oh, it's a hole with Iggy, and I'm like, oh, it's this. Okay.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Anything else, too? Okay, so Sly's done, that's done. Break's done. Shame. I feel like something is gonna react with this. Okay, the weird one.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping.
Humming can be a good way to comfort oneself, so that's what I assumed it was. Oh, okay. My brain wasn't too sure about it with the humming thing. I just kind of assumed, like, back with Beck about pulling out the strange or tickling or, you know, that kind of thing.
Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay.
I mean, yeah, okay, with that written like that, that makes a lot of sense, and just doing something that can make you calm down. Yeah, I can see that.
That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Dang. Oh, wow. I was not expecting music.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
Oh, thank
A few
God.
steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
Wow. Yeah.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Wait, what? Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are Dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
Oh my God, what? Mom? That's right, Buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
I am so confused. How? Yeah, same. How? What? Why? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd piece it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca. But I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Okay, so because she aged so much, being exposed to that green ooze. I'm claiming it's the green ooze because it's what Iggy was hit with. What he fell into after being pushed by Luca, and part of him changed. Of course, we also saw with Beck when she got splashed with it in her hair, and her hair turned gray. So this seems to be like slight rejuvenation and then like immediately old age, like aging you or something like that. So I wonder if they were trying to do like an age reversal kind of thing, and it backfired horribly. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. Please don't. Please don't. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire. Just did his idle animation of scratching his stomach when she said, these are bad people.
For the first
Yeah.
time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now. There is a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca
Ooh.
gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Okay. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9.
Oh, we're back at chapter 9.
The Devil You Know.
Oh, God, okay.
7 months ago,
Oh, God, okay.
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest.
Option hit the much harder. Yes! Oh my god, yes! When she went to go and shield Luca. Holy shit, that honestly... Oh my god. Oh, it's so sad.
She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering.
Oh god. That's what Beck's mom does.
No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base.
Uh-oh.
She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempest Liquamin.
Oh god. Oh, wait, did they say Tempest Liquamine? Okay, I think I said it right then. Good.
There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Damn. Okay, we're back to here. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will be all making that choice together. How great is that? Man is a liar. Excuse me. I will not. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd, just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they could clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated, Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. I like her. I like Mama. I like Mama a lot. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please. Don't you all see? This festival's a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. Oh no, don't tell me something else is going to explode. I don't know what. But these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you just as sneaky as the Dickens? We all knew the Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry about this disruption. Cat meowing. Hello, Mocha. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the only one who's disturbed. Oh boy. You two-timing clown. Hey, here we go. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Oh? What's happening? What's with the clap? That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Wait! No! Solomon! Is Solomon Stryker? What? Wait. Is Solomon Stryker? He de-aged himself into a child? Yes, sir. Take them away. No. I want them to see this. Ever temptress Eleanor Van Hoor. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I know you had some part of a plan to disrupt our little party, but alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter. Your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for your rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Mocha, what? It's a twist, isn't it? It's a big twist. Jesus. Founder, you are most gracious. Oh my god.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
Oh boy. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What the fuck? Oh my god, I was right. Holy shit. What the fuck?
A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What the fuck? What? No! Holy shit.
Oh no, he's hot!
Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Sharper Valentine Festival. God damn it. Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh.
That is a description. Crude squawk of a laugh. That is a descript. Dang.
Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Malice. Oh, a new one. Yes. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry. This is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr.
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
Oh, God. You coward! Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
This is horrifying. What the fuck? I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You, sir, you clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? Oh, God. I give you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. Oh. Oh, no, Gus. Poor Gus. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement. But Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. Oh. 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 Oh, oh. I hate this man. I hate him more than Kerr. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you failed me with an admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I've been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? Yeah, you do. It's all right. You do what you need to, Squeegee. It's all good. It's all good. You go ahead and lurk. You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. Damn. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter what. No matter. Cheer up. You're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. Oh, damn, okay. So Kerr's older than what he actually looks like. He said he's playing 25. I thought that just meant he was older. He is, but not in the way I was thinking. Dang, that's amazing. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever. In fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already fretted away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again. And I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Are you saying William Kerr will never change? Was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? You think that puffed up blatherskite could... Blatherskite? Blatherskite. You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and blink this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow. You've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Montesquieu. Oh, the writer of that book. Okay. Damn. Wasn't expecting that. Wow. I thought it was just like a one-note thing. I mean, I should have realized because it had a name. But I just thought, oh, name of an author. There you go. No, it actually held a reason. Damn. Patrick C. Montesquieu, there has been extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It truly was a role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was a Pat C the whole time? God damn it, Rollo. Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. The young hero. I've kept an eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Oh, God. Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties.
Okay, this is an ending I wasn't expecting.
Beacon Pines became famous. A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
Oh, damn, okay.
The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right?
I mean, yeah?
Can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing.
I mean, he is, clearly.
Let's see.
Okay, hold on. Malice, okay. Oh, okay. Right. This one, I'm actually gonna end it here. I think that's a good spot because... Oh my god, what the... Flip, my head. Creepy music. Ooh. Okay. You know what? No. I'm gonna do the Malice bit and then we're gonna end it. Shame. Malice. There was a Malice lurking behind those eyes.
There was a malice lurking behind those those eyes,
Okay.
like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right.
Yeah.
He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
Yep. I just want this all to be over. So do I, man. Of course. I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rollo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come with me with anything. No, I can't. Anything at all. Okay, I'm ending it there. Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. Can I also just say I wasn't expecting Sharper? He's evil as hell, but he's also kind of handsome. What the fuck? What does that mean about me? No. Oh my god. Okay, so I wasn't crazy about the whole potentially trying to some kind of rejuvenation thing. If I'm remembering it right. But damn, okay. So yeah, this is gonna be the ending point. I do plan to raid, but I just want to do my little outro, so yeah. But yeah. If evil, why hot? Yes, I know! Why is that such an underlying thing? If evil, why hot? Seriously, why are all the bad guys hot? The fuck? It's not fair! Marketing! But I was not expecting... I thought Solomon was, like, his kid. Like, his literal, like, other child. It was hinted at before, so that is such a red herring. That was such a red herring. Oh my god, that was so good. What the fudge? Oh. Ugly villains don't sell games. Fair. Honestly, this guy... Yeah, I know. I'm allowing it. It's fine. You're good. I changed it. What the fudge? Anyway. But yeah. Oh, we got so much in this. So much stuff done in this one. So is the next part gonna be the last one? Maybe? Hold on. Where's the buttons? It feels like, okay, so that was a branching path. There might be a few more branching paths, but this one feels like the definitive branching path. Because as far as I can tell, there are no others. But this is so cool how it's just all leading up to like this one thing. Oh my god. My brain. But anyway, guys. So with that said, we're ending it here. And I hope all of you who decide to stick around for this stream, you all have a wonderful night, day, week, whenever. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.